Guileless as adjective. Naive, lacking experience or wisdom in a particular area. Without deceit or cunning. Innocent and straightforward. Her guileless smile and innocent expression won over the hearts of everyone she met. He was known for his guileless honesty and straightforwardness in business. The guileless child believed everything that was told to him, which made him an easy target for scammers. Despite her beauty and charm, she had a guileless demeanor that made people feel comfortable around her. He was so guileless that he often ended up in trouble by trusting the wrong people. Implacable as adjective. Incapable of being pacified or appeased. Unyielding. Unforgiving or unrelenting in attitude or behavior. The terrorist group was an implacable enemy of the government, and negotiations were not possible. The victim's family was implacable in their demand for justice and refused any settlement offers. The coach was implacable in his standards, pushing his team to achieve their best performance. The dictator's implacable regime suppressed any dissent or opposition ruthlessly. The disease was an implacable force that ravaged the population, despite efforts to contain it. Inchoate as adjective. Not yet fully formed or developed. Rudimentary. The project is still in an inchoate stage, and many details need to be worked out. The inchoate idea for a new business venture was exciting, but needed more research. The painting was still in an inchoate state, with the basic outline completed, but no details added. The young writer's novel was criticized for its inchoate plot and underdeveloped characters. The inchoate music genre was still developing, with its early pioneers experimenting with different sounds and styles. Incongruous as adjective. Not harmonious in respect of design, form, or style. Incompatible. Not matching or consistent with the surroundings or circumstances. Incompatible. His casual attire was incongruous with the formal dress code of the event. The cheerful music played at the funeral was incongruous with the solemn mood. The modern art piece looked incongruous in the historical museum. The politician's statement was incongruous with his previous positions. The mismatched colors of the outfit were incongruous and clashed with each other. Inimical as adjective. Harmful or damaging. Hostile or unfriendly. His pessimism was inimical to success. The company viewed the new regulations as inimical to their business interests. The harsh tone of the email was inimical to building a positive relationship. The group's inimical attitudes toward outsiders led to social isolation. The hot weather was inimical to his health. Inscrutable as adjective. Difficult to understand or interpret. Mysterious or enigmatic. His motives for quitting the job were inscrutable. Her inscrutable expression gave no hint of what she was thinking. The mystery of the missing painting was inscrutable to everyone. The foreign language on the menu was inscrutable to me. The detective's inscrutable manner kept everyone guessing. Insufferable as adjective. Intolerably annoying, unpleasant, or irritating. Unbearably arrogant or conceited. The heat was insufferable during the summer months. Her constant complaining was insufferable to her co-workers. The arrogant attitude of the celebrity was insufferable to the public. The long lines and delays at the airport were insufferable for the passengers. The movie was so insufferable that many people left the theater before it ended. Intransigent as adjective. refusing to compromise or make concessions, unwilling to change one's opinions or positions, inflexible. The intransigent employee refused to work with the rest of the team on the project. The union was intransigent in its demands for higher wages and better benefits. Despite the evidence against him, the defendant remained intransigent in his plea of innocence. The government's intransigent stance on the issue led to widespread protests. The two countries remained intransigent in their positions, leading to a stalemate in negotiations. Irascible as adjective. Easily angered or irritated, prone to temperamental outbursts, quick to take offense, touchy or easily provoked. The irascible boss frequently loses his temper. She has an irascible personality and is difficult to work with. The irascible customer became angry when the store was out of stock. The politician is known for his irascible behavior in public. The irascible old man was always yelling at kids to get off his lawn. Itinerant as adjective. Moving or traveling from one place to another, typically without a fixed destination or purpose. Traveling from place to place, especially for work or to perform a task. The itinerant performer traveled from town to town, entertaining audiences with his acrobatics and juggling. As an itinerant salesman, he spent most of his time on the road, visiting different cities and meeting with potential clients. The itinerant preacher traveled throughout the country, spreading his message of love and forgiveness to anyone who would listen. The itinerant workers moved from farm to farm, picking crops and performing other seasonal tasks. She led an itinerant lifestyle, never staying in one place for very long and always searching for new experiences and opportunities. Lugubrious as adjective. Despondently or excessively mournful, excessively or affectedly sad, excessively sad, mournful, or gloomy, causing or expressing sorrow. The lugubrious music made me feel sad. The old, abandoned mansion had a lugubrious atmosphere. The man's lugubrious face suggested he had suffered great loss. The rain and gray sky created a lugubrious mood. The professor gave a lugubrious lecture about the state of the world. Malevolent as adjective. Having or showing ill will or hatred towards others. Wishing evil or harm to others. The new boss had a malevolent air about him, making his employees feel uneasy and on edge. The malevolent glare of the criminal sent chills down the witness's spine. The graffiti on the wall was a clear act of malevolent vandalism. The dictator's malevolent reign of terror left the country in ruins. The horror movie was filled with malevolent spirits and supernatural entities. Moribund as adjective. Something that is in the process of dying or has a limited chance of survival. The moribund company was bought by a competitor. The moribund music scene was revitalized by a new wave of artists. The moribund economy was boosted by a series of reforms. The moribund plant was saved by a dedicated team of botanists. The moribund language was preserved by a small group of speakers. Morose as adjective. Describing a person who is sullen, gloomy, or ill-tempered. Showing a lack of cheer or interest in life and the people around you. The morose old man refused to talk to anyone. The morose atmosphere in the office made everyone uncomfortable. The morose weather matched her somber mood. The morose music reflected the artist's depression. The morose landscape seemed to mirror his inner turmoil. Precipitous as adjective. Done or taken quickly, suddenly, or unexpectedly, especially without careful consideration or adequate preparation. Steep, steeply sloping, or rising abruptly. The precipitous drop in the stock market caused widespread panic among investors. The climber was hesitant to attempt the precipitous climb up the steep mountain face. The sudden and precipitous increase in traffic overwhelmed the small town's infrastructure. The company's decision to lay off employees was met with a precipitous decline in morale. The doctor warned the patient of the precipitous consequences of not taking their medication. Propitious as adjective. Favorable or auspicious, especially with regards to timing, circumstances, or outcome. Indicating or suggesting a favorable outcome or opportunity, often through signs or omens. The weather was propitious for a successful outdoor event. The investors were optimistic about the propitious economic conditions. The propitious timing of the product launch led to record sales. The student's hard work and dedication were propitious to her success on the exam. The hiring manager saw the candidate's experience and qualifications as propitious for the job. Sanctimonious as adjective. Acting pious or moralistic in an affected or exaggerated manner. Hypocritical or insincere in one's display of righteousness or moral superiority. His sanctimonious attitude annoyed his coworkers. She was accused of being sanctimonious about her charitable donations. The politician's sanctimonious speeches were seen as insincere by many. The company's sanctimonious corporate social responsibility campaign was criticized as mere window dressing. His sanctimonious behavior was exposed as a cover for his own misdeeds. Sardonic as adjective. Characterized by bitterness or irony, often with a sneering or mocking tone, having or showing a disdainful or mocking attitude or manner. The comedian's sardonic wit was a hit with audiences who appreciated his dry humor. Her sardonic smile suggested that she was not impressed by what she saw. The sardonic tone of his voice made it clear that he was not happy with the situation. The article's sardonic take on the political situation was both insightful and humorous. His sardonic comments belied a deeper sense of disappointment and frustration. Smug as adjective. Having or showing an excessive pride in oneself or one's achievements, conceited. Satisfied with one's own abilities or situation. He had a smug expression on his face after winning the argument. The company's CEO was smug about the profits despite the negative impact on the environment. The politician's smug attitude towards her opponents turned off some voters. The wealthy businessman was smug about his success, disregarding the struggles of others. The actress was criticized for her smug acceptance speech at the awards ceremony. Snide as adjective. Expressed in a sneering or condescending tone. Sarcastic or mocking in an indirect or teasing manner. She made a snide remark about her colleague's outfit. He couldn't help but make a snide comment about the food. The manager's snide attitude towards his employees was discouraging. She gave me a snide look, implying that I had done something wrong. His snide sense of humor made some people uncomfortable. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.